Another day of twists and turns in Malaysia with Mahathir Mohamad and Anwar Ibrahim both signaling that they are ready to be the next Prime Minister. Dr. Mahathir has broken his silence in a nationally televised address, his first public comments since resigning on Monday.
Politik dan parti politik perlu diketepikan buat masa sekarang. Jika dibenar, saya akan cuba adakan pemerintahan yang tidak memihak kepada mana-mana parti. Hanya kepentingan negara sahaja yang akan diutamakan.
And not long after that, Anwar Ibrahim declared he had the backing of parties from his coalition to be Prime Minister. Afifa Arifin is following a development tonight. And Afifa, competing claims to be Prime Minister. Tell us what's going on here.
That's right. Well, right now there are many different camps supporting two different peoples, as you mentioned. The first is, of course, the interim Prime Minister, Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, and the second name is someone who we've known to be the Prime Minister in waiting, PKR's President Anwar Ibrahim. Now, that announcement was made here at the PKR headquarters by Mr. Anwar Ibrahim himself, together with the leaders of Pakatan Harapan. Now, he was reading out a statement sent by the coalition, and he said that, Pakatan rejects the formation of a backdoor government. That's because it's not in line with the mandate that was given by the people who elected Pakatan as the government at the last elections back in 2018. Now, Mr. Anwar also explained why the coalition retracted their support for Dr. Mahathir and decided to choose him as the candidate for Prime Minister instead. Let's have a listen.
Majlis Presiden Pakatan Harapan telah menjemput Tun Dr. Mahathir untuk mempengerusikan mesyuarat bagi memulihkan kerajaan Pakatan Harapan. Namun, Tun tidak setuju untuk hadir dalam mesyuarat tersebut yang diadakan pada petang Selasa 25 Februari yang lalu. Justru itu, keputusan Majlis Presiden semalam telah menetapkan bahawa calon Perdana Menteri PH ialah Anwar Ibrahim.
Now, this development means that there is now no clear-cut candidate that commands a clear majority support among the MPs. And there are currently three main factions across Malaysia's political spectrum. The first is, of course, Pakatan Harapan supporting Mr. Anwar Ibrahim. Now, Pakatan has only 92 seats in Parliament, and so that's short of the 102 seats it needs to form a simple majority. We also know that Dr. Mahathir has the support of Bersatu as well as the 11 MPs who defected from PKR. It's also reported that he has the support from the East Malaysian states of Sabah and Sarawak, although Sarawak's chief minister earlier said today that the state will support whatever decision that the king makes. Now, the third faction is between UMNO and PAS. Now, UMNO and PAS have retracted their support for Dr. Mahathir as Prime Minister, and that's because they say Dr. Mahathir wants to form a unity government and that they do not want to work with the DAP at all, and so they are calling for snap polls to be held instead.
Afifa, you mentioned the king there. Ultimately, will it be his decision?
That's right. So the king plays an unprecedented central role in trying to, resolve this political drama that's unfolded here in Malaysia over the last couple of days, and his decisions will be key. So we do know that he has met with all 222 lawmakers at the palace yesterday and today to find out for himself who they choose as the candidate for the next Prime Minister of Malaysia. And they also wanted to know whether they would want Parliament to be dissolved and for snap elections to be held. We know that he has asked the legal advice from the Chief Justice and the Attorney General on what sort of steps that he can take to come to a decision that is in line with the federal constitution. But all that we know so far is just that the king has accepted Dr. Mahathir's resignation but has asked him to stay on as interim Prime Minister. He has also dissolved cabinet, but it remains to be seen what decisions he will make, whether he will pick a clear-cut leader from among the MPs who could command the majority support of the lawmakers, or if he would call for fresh polls to take place altogether.
All right, many thanks for that update. Afifa Arifin speaking to us from Petaling Jaya.
Well, throughout the day, Malaysian MPs have been meeting with the king, as we heard there, to make their choice for PM known. And Melissa Goh tells us more about the search.
Another day of intense speculations gripped Malaysian politics as the remaining MPs from the 222-seat parliament made their way to the National Palace. Some more creative than others. Now, Nurul Izzah, MP of Pematang Pau and daughter of PKR President Anwar Ibrahim, waved at supporters from the rooftop of a double-decker. Chanting Reformasi, PKR supporters went wild as Anwar wound down the window as he was leaving the palace.
Very much happy and excited today that Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim going to be our next Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Now, many MPs continue to pledge full support for interim Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad to continue to lead the country, although the Islamic Party passes 18 and Barisan Nasional's 42 MPs have withdrawn their support for Mahathir in favour of a snap elections. Now, Malaysia last held its elections in year 2018 that ousted the Barisan Nasional coalition after 60 years in power. Now, what's unfolding in Malaysia now is unprecedented.
It's going to be a historic moment that will be remembered for generations in Malaysia.
Political observers have aptly described Malaysian politics as a cup of teh tarik, or Malaysian favourite milk tea, which is rich and creamy at the bottom and frothy at the top.
Malaysians are on the ground, the grassroots is all calm and stable. Is that at the top, the brewing. So a bit of like teh tarik. The teh tarik is stable, but the fluff at the top is the one that we see a bit, blown here and blown there.
You think this teh tarik will blow over soon, the froth?
The froth will flow over, but the tarik will remain.
How soon do you think?
I think in the next 24 hours or 48 hours maximum, because it has to be done quickly. But the Agong has a special, super special relationship with the people in an unspoken way. So I can see now that people feel confident of him, and whatever his decision, nobody will question.
Now, meantime, Malaysians might as well sit back and enjoy their favourite cuppa as they await an outcome from the palace that may come soon. Melissa Go, CNA, Kuala Lumpur.